Besides nostalgia in later years, children's songs also carry important cultural and societal cues. A Brazilian theater company decided to convey those songs from the parents' home country to children raised in Canada. The countryside wooden homes and the flowers on the porch remind us of the past, and the kid folk songs take us to it. Essa Rua Fosse Minha, meaning If That Street Were Mine, brought the playfulness of Brazilian children's folk songs in a poetic way to the lively universe of Portuguese-speaking children growing up in Canada. Set in a small village somewhere in Brazil, the play presented characters part of a world still very common in many parts of that South American country. The helpful neighbors, the kids playing on the street, the girls with their dolls, the mother figure, and the young girl in love.
I believe it's really important to me because I want them to have the same experience I had while I was a kid in Brazil, because that's how you learn the culture, through those songs, because they describe Brazil pretty well.
There's just so many, you'd have to watch the play to understand, but once you do watch the play and understand, and you can see that every song has their own little story, but it all connects together to make it the entire play, which is one big story.
Escravo de Jó, Mulher Rendeira, Ciranda Cirandinha, those Brazilian folk songs for kids were always part of the Brazilian culture. Luís da Câmara Cascudo, one of the most respected researchers of Brazilian ethnography, believes these songs are important for the kids' growth because they establish an interaction between the children's imagination and reality. The presence of the actress and director Bárbara de la Fuente in the play was essential. She was responsible for creating a story to link all the songs together, a way to make the play flow smooth and sweet, like the innocence of any child.
I was actually amazed and surprised with the production, bringing to the Brazilian community in the diaspora the importance of the Brazilian culture and folkloric Brazilian music and story altogether.
I thought that as a performance it was amazing, and as a multicultural country and city that we're living in, it was an eye-opener as to how the children were brought up in the streets of Brazil.
I love this performance. It was very interesting. It is songs that we sang when we were children. It's our background in Brazil and reflects very well our culture, our music, our childhood. And it's very interesting to bring it here to Toronto to show to children born in Canada or who came very young to Canada.
Essa Rua Fosse Minha was at George Ignatieff Theatre for 3 days and was co-produced by the University of Toronto.